Okay, so now that we've learned our inversions, we've got some bass notes here, I'm going to pull up a song. And so I have a keyboard here, which I find very handy when I'm trying to learn songs or music. You know, key of C is very easy to learn and to play in. And so I have a transposer, and so that I'm able to kind of, if a song is in a different key than C, I can move it down to C and play in that key. So if I'm looking at this Sonnet song by Faces, oh, gotta turn on. Okay, so there's this song called Sonnet by Faces on Film. So we're gonna go to the front of this song, and how you learn music is you just learn the bass. Figure out what the 1, 4, 5 is of the song so you know what key you're in. So I'm gonna listen for those bass notes, and I'm gonna try to play them. So, okay, so now that you've got your bass notes, I heard this one. Okay, so I'm hearing, this is kind of like the root note because that's what everything started on. So I think it might be a D flat scale. And I know my D flat scale is a full step, half step, full step, full step, full step, full step. So all of those notes hit that scale. So I'm pretty sure I'm in this key of D flat. And then that last part I was hearing this. Okay, so I'm in D flat. So D flat is a little bit harder to play, you know. The 1, 3, 5, it takes a little bit of time to learn all of the inversions of that. So if you have a keyboard, what I do is I will move it down a half step. So this has a transpose function on it, and I will basically move this keyboard down or up one step, because I want to play in the key of C, and we're in the key of D flat, so I want to move transpose up a half step. So I will move that to 1 + 1, and I should be able. So this was the same thing that was D flat before. So now I'm playing C with this song that's being played in D flat. So that's how I do that. So if you don't have a keyboard and you can't transpose, you know, you might need to skip to a different video where we'll work on a song that's in the key that's being played. If you can transpose, that's great, because we're gonna work on, or you can just play along with. Yeah, you can't play along because it's in the wrong key. But yeah, try to transpose if you can. So now this song. Oh, doesn't look like I'm. Okay, sorry about that. So we're gonna start. I think it's in the key of C now because we transpose. So that's the 3 minor that we've been talking about. So that's the 6 minor. That's the 4. 1, 3 minor. He goes down. That's the 4. Stays on the 4. Goes to the 5. Goes back to the 3 minor and to the 4. Okay, so we're starting to figure out how that the basic structure goes. Now, once you figure out the bass, now you can add your 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1 inversions from the bottom. Okay, and you listen to the top. So if you're listening to the music, listen to the top of that chord structure, and you're hearing this. It's at the top of that chord structure that he's playing. So when I hear that note at the top, I know that he's probably in some sort of a 3-5-1 chord structure. He's not in a 1, 3, 5, or I'd hear that note at the top, but I'm hearing that note at the top. So my guess is he's probably doing something like this. 3, 5, 1. Let's see if that sounds about right. Not sure what's going on with my Bluetooth. Sorry. Looks like he's just doing 5 and 1. You hear that at the top? So I think that second chord is going to have that at the top. So he's doing a 3, 5, 1. You still hearing that at the top of the chord structure. Okay, so you're hearing this a lot, right? So listen for those tones, and I'm hearing that a lot. And so even though he's going here, he's not doing the 1, 3, 5. He's not doing the 5. Okay, so he's just doing this 3. Maybe he's inverting down to a 5, 1, 3 on this 5 chord, but it's definitely something like this: 1, 3, 5, and then he's not doing. You're not hearing that note there. Okay, so that you're hearing that note a lot. So you can either just do the 1 and the 3, or you can do the 5, 1 and the 3. But let's just do, for the sake of this, let's do the 1 and the 5 in the bass, which is basically, again, the 5 of the inverted chord. So you can go like that. So let's do the full chord here. And it sounds like that note stays, right, as he goes down into this bass of the 3 minor. So look at this. Isn't this cool? It's 1, 3, 5. That is your 1, 3, 5, 3 minor chord, even though all you did was just did an octave bass, right? So this is the 1 and the 3 of the G chord, and it happens to be the 3 and the 5 of the 3 minor chord. 1, 3, 5. So it stays the same. Those two notes stay the same. Okay, so now let's rewind this and see if we can get this Bluetooth to connect. Well, I will start again here.